Picture this. You're vibing with your favorite streamer, maybe eating cereal in your pajamas when suddenly their front door gets kicked in by a SWAT team.
There's a SWAT team at my house right now, bro. I can hear them.
Welcome to the wild world of live streaming, where your entertainment can turn into someone's nightmare faster than you can say tactical breach. Today we're diving into 7 streamers who got swatted while thousands watched in real time. Trust me, these aren't your typical oops I died in game moments. Our first victim, Kai Sanat, was busy building schools in Nigeria with his subathon money when chaos decided to crash the party. Picture this. 1 minute he's playing Mafia 2, the next he's staring at a helicopter circling his house like he's in some twisted action movie.
Yo, production, can y'all show the helicopter in the sky? Can anybody in production show the helicopter in the sky? Y'all got a helicopter surrounding my house, bro!
Yeah, because nothing says Tuesday gaming session like aerial surveillance. Some absolute genius decided to call the cops, claiming someone at his place shot their sibling and themselves. Because apparently fake murder reports are peak comedy now. The streamer went from entertaining thousands to explaining to armed officers that no, nobody died, and yes, this is just another day in the life of internet fame. His Twitch account got temporarily suspended because, surprise, surprise, platforms don't love broadcasting potential crime scenes. When he finally returned, visibly shaking, he had to explain to his audience why their entertainment budget almost got him arrested. The man was literally trying to build schools for kids, and some keyboard warrior thought terror was the perfect seasoning for his stream. But here's where things get even more twisted. While our school builder dealt with helicopters, another streaming giant was about to discover that fame comes with a price tag that money can't always cover. Aiden Ross owned a $5 million mansion. The kind of place where you'd expect to feel safe, right? Wrong.
There's a SWAT team at my house right now, bro. I can hear them.
Live on camera, viewers watched officers storm in, guns drawn, ordering everyone to put their hands up. The streamer cooperated perfectly, but that didn't stop the chaos from unfolding in real time. His friends were already outside getting screamed at by cops who thought they were responding to a legitimate emergency. The swatting had become so frequent, so invasive, that he made a drastic decision that would shock his fan base. He sold his $5 million mansion and disappeared from his regular streaming location. Imagine being so terrorized by fake emergency calls that you have to abandon your dream home. That's not just inconvenience, that's psychological warfare disguised as a prank. The mansion sale wasn't just about money, it was about survival.
There's a SWAT team at my house right now, bro. I can hear them.
Yeah, send Anthony outside.
Yep, he's coming right now. He's coming right now. I hear it. All right.
But if you think that's intense, wait until you hear about the gamer who couldn't even move to safety. Speaking of moving for safety, our next streamer thought he'd found peace in a brand new home. Fresh start, new address, what could go wrong? Everything. During a Fortnite stream just days after moving in, iShow Speed's past caught up with him in the worst possible way.
Well, that's weird as fuck.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back, y'all.
The false report hit his new address like a heat-seeking missile. Armed police raided his fresh start, forcing him to abandon his game and face the reality that geography can't cure internet insanity.
Oh yeah, good call.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
you're doing this on your own.
Yeah, I'm Walking Dead after this. Oh wait. Chilling.
When he returned to the stream, the exhaustion in his voice was palpable. This is like the 4th time this has happened, bro. I really could have died. 4th time. Let that sink in. This wasn't a one-off prank, it was systematic harassment that followed him across state lines. The streamer had to explain to his audience that these funny pranks were slowly destroying his peace of mind. Moving didn't solve the problem, it just gave the swatters a new target address. The psychological toll was evident. Here's a content creator who just wanted to play video games and entertain people, now living in constant fear that his next stream could be interrupted by armed officers. But our next case proves that sometimes the cameras capture more than anyone bargained for. Gaming was supposed to be the escape, but for our next streamer, Counter-Strike became counterproductive when real guns entered the game. Mid-match, SWAT officers stormed into Kutra's room, weapons drawn, while thousands of viewers watched the line between virtual and reality completely obliterate.
Put your hands behind the back.
I'm streaming right now. This is our business. I'm sitting here playing a game. Imagine trying to explain to armed officers that the gunshots they heard were just sound effects while your audience watches you potentially get arrested for playing video games. The officers were responding to a hoax call, but they didn't know that. All they knew was someone reported shots fired. The streamer had to prove his innocence while live on camera, explaining that the violence was nothing more than pixels and sound effects. His viewers went from watching him dominate virtual opponents to watching him navigate a real-life crisis that could have ended tragically with one wrong move. This incident sparked massive conversations about swatting's dangers. The gaming community realized that their entertainment was literally putting creators' lives at risk. The streamer became an unwitting poster child for why these pranks need serious consequences.
I have, that's streaming right now.
Let's stream it. What is
Yeah.
it? So tell me what the hell is it?
So
Why are we here today?
I don't know. Like, I'm streaming right now. This is our business. So I'm sitting there playing a game. People are watching it right now, and I guess the Joker thought it'd be funny to follow you guys in. It's great.
Why were you police? Us yelling.
Speaking of consequences, our next streamer learned that even the most innocent activities aren't safe. Picture this. You're chilling in your car, having what you call a midlife crisis, with your tiny teacup Maltese on your lap. Sounds peaceful, right? Well, our next streamer discovered that even dog therapy sessions can turn into police negotiations when the wrong person has your location.
I have a dog on my lap, a teacup Maltese. This is a prank call. I'm live streaming.
We'll confirm that.
I know. All right. I'm not moving.
The prankster claimed Fusey was armed and dangerous, while he was literally cuddling a dog that could fit in a coffee cup. The officers approached with full tactical gear, treating him like a legitimate threat. The absurdity was off the charts, but the danger was real. Keep your hands out the window. Do not put them back in your car, or we will. All guns pointed at him while his audience watched helplessly. The streamer had to follow every command perfectly because one misunderstood movement could have been fatal. He later reflected on how scary it was knowing that any accidental gesture could be interpreted as aggression. The teacup Maltese became an unlikely hero, probably the most famous tiny dog in swatting history. But it also highlighted how these pranks can escalate any innocent moment into a life-threatening situation. But if you think car swatting is intense, wait until you see what happened to our next victim during what should have been a routine gaming session. Gaming at home should be the safest place for a streamer. But our next victim learned that paper-thin walls can turn your sanctuary into a war zone. During a regular gaming session, XQC neighbor called the police thinking the game sounds were actual violence happening next door.
It's literally my roof or my ceiling being like paper thin. Like anything that I do, even if it's my voice, right? I don't know.
The police showed up expecting to find a crime scene, but instead found a confused streamer surrounded by gaming equipment. They tackled him, searched him, and cuffed him, all because his neighbor couldn't tell the difference between Call of Duty and actual warfare.
I did not call the front office or anyone when my neighbors hardcore, dude. When they do.
This wasn't even a traditional swatting call. It was a neighbor who genuinely thought something terrible was happening. The streamer had to explain that the screaming and gunshots were coming from his speakers, not his apartment. His packages got stolen regularly, and now his gaming sessions were getting him arrested. The incident revealed how streaming can make you a target.
It's playing video games.
Even when you're not being deliberately swatted, sometimes the danger comes from people who think they're helping. But this next case proves that the most innocent activities can become the most dangerous. Meditation and mental peace. What could be more harmless? This streamer was in the middle of a calming hypnosis session with an elderly therapist when everything went sideways. The session was supposed to help Ice Poseidon open up about life's challenges, but instead it opened the door to armed officers. The therapist answered the door expecting maybe a delivery, not a squad of officers with weapons drawn. The poor man was frozen, completely clueless about what was happening. One minute they were discussing meditation, the next minute they were getting searched by police who thought they were responding to a serious crime.
I don't know, you just backed on my door. Your last name Brian Green? Correct. All right, come on, step out to my partner's room. I'm sorry, I live there. Is anybody else in the house? Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Over here. Over here. Step down. Come on. Okay.
Okay.
Step down.
Explain what you got.
Who else is in the house?
Is everybody else in the house?
Okay.
There's no.
Cops found the streaming camera and immediately turned it off, but not before viewers saw the chaos unfold. The therapist's office was ransacked. His desk, books, and files searched for evidence of a crime that never happened. An elderly man trying to help someone find inner peace became collateral damage in someone's twisted idea of entertainment. The juxtaposition was surreal. A therapy session about finding calm interrupted by the most stressful situation imaginable, the streamer went from exploring his mental health to having his mental health destroyed by internet trolls who thought his vulnerability was funny. This incident perfectly encapsulated the swatting epidemic. No moment is sacred, no activity is safe, and the psychological damage extends far beyond the primary target. Even innocent bystanders like the therapist become victims of these digital age pranks that can turn deadly in seconds. The streaming world has become a battlefield where entertainment and terror collide, leaving creators constantly looking over their shoulders, wondering if their next stream will be their last.